Hey everyone, it's Amber Spotted Elk at the Paper Owl and welcome to my channel. Today we have some exciting DIYs. I've got some summer related things, some everyday stuff, so a good mixture of both. I am so happy to be posting a DIY video. It's been a little while. We just got done with a crazy move, so all of the unpacking and organizing and getting stuff put away was just a lot more than I anticipated and took way longer than expected. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. I of course have put up a couple haul videos, but this is what I truly love to do, so I am so excited to have a DIY video out for you guys. We are getting close to 1,000 subscribers. We're about 300 away. So when that happens, we'll be doing a big giveaway. It'll be open internationally, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I do have my own craft room now, which I am so incredibly grateful for. But of course, I've been setting that up, getting that organized and put together. So I'll be doing a storage room tips and tricks video as well, and reveal my new my new craft room area. So definitely stay tuned for that video. We've got some exciting things coming up, you guys. I'm just so happy to be putting out content regularly again, so definitely stay tuned for that. Of course, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Comment below, let me know which of these projects is your favorite. As always, if you'd like to become part of the Paper Owl family, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified every single time that I upload. And again, thank you guys so much for your support and sticking around. I am so excited to be uploading content again regularly. I know this was a really long intro, so let's go ahead and
All right, so we're starting out with these awesome sandals. Okay, so you buy a pair of dollar flip-flops from the Dollar Tree. I also bought a scarf which kind of matches the colors a little bit. You remove the flip-flop part of the shoe, so you're left with just the base. And then you're going to cut your scarf, or you can use an old t-shirt even if you've got that lying around. That works really well. And so basically I'm just trimming this down and measuring out. So you'll use your own foot and measure how much fabric you'll need. And you'll need a little bit extra so that you can tie a knot and place it into the hole that was already there. So I'm trimming this down a little bit, and then I'm using my Surebonder fabric hot glue to make that a little bit thinner so that it's not so bunchy and has a little bit more form to it. Not totally necessary, but just with this fabric I wanted to do that. So I make this into a strip, and then like I said, you kind of measure out how much you need, and you can see I'm stuffing it down in that top middle hole. You'll stuff both ends down there, and then you'll tie a knot at the bottom. And then what I do to secure it is add some more hot glue into that hole with the knot so that it doesn't come out when you're walking, and it's really secure. So the original flip-flop from the Dollar Tree, it's okay. I personally feel like they hurt my feet when I step down on those rubber parts on the side of the foot. And this does not do that, and it stays so secure. I've actually made another pair that I've had for a couple years, and I've never had a problem with the fabric coming out of these holes or anything like that. So I think if you put enough glue and you have a nice knot there, that's not going to happen. So you can see we just use that top middle hole first, and we basically create this loop that goes around your ankle. And then what the next piece does, and again, I'm just kind of folding it over, making it look a little bit nicer so it doesn't bunch up. And again, you'll want to measure so that it's not too tight or too loose on your foot. And um and then this will go across the top of your foot. Well, kind of close to your ankle, but across the top of your foot. And that's kind of really what secures the sandal onto your foot while you're walking. So you'll tie one end of the fabric into one of those holes and the other end into the other hole. So we're using just the 3 existing holes that were already there from cutting out that rubber piece off of the flip-flop, and that makes it so nice. We don't have to like do any additional like cutting into the shoe or anything like that. It makes it so nice. And then like I said, you're tying those knots, making them super tight, and I add some glue into the knot, and then I add some glue into the hole where the knot is going to be in the base of the sandal. That way, like I said, it stays there, it's nice and secure, it's not going to pop out while you're walking in it, and these are so much cuter. Oh, I love them. Next up, we're making some DIY citronella candles. So I've got 3 of the Dollar Tree candles. I'm boiling them in water. And honestly, it did not take very long at all. I think it was like 15 minutes or so. And sometimes if your pot's not tall enough, you can see it doesn't get all of it. You just need to kind of push it down with like a spoon or a fork, and it'll melt the rest of that. So I'm using these 3 stars and then this eucalyptus from the Dollar Tree. And I'm also using some lemongrass and peppermint oil as well to put in these. So I'm cutting the little twine off of there. So it left a hole where that twine was. So I put some masking tape over that so that our wax does not leak out of there. Likewise, along the bottom of these stars, your wax will leak out of there if you do not secure it. So we're going to go over that as well. I had some extra wicks laying around, and then I used some of the wicks from the candles that we melted down. Basically, for this shape, I wanted to use 3 wicks to make sure I get an even burn on the candle. So I'm using this super glue gel from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going around the base of the galvanized metal tin, and this will just make sure, because it's not one piece, you can see it's 2 pieces connected there, so any liquid or anything you put in here is going to go through that crack, so you need to secure it. I didn't want to do hot glue because I was afraid the hot wax might melt it and then just go through it, and so I used the super glue to seal that off, and it worked really well. So it was about 1 candle per star, which was really nice. It didn't need a lot of extra, so that was great. It really worked out perfectly. So I pour my wax in, and then I pour the essential oils in. So the lemongrass really was the one that smelled the most like a citronella candle to me, as well as the eucalyptus. So I put some sticks to secure my my wicks in place so that they didn't go like too sideways on me, and I let them dry, and they turned out so great, so cute, so easy. Some really nice citronella candles to have outside. Next up is this super cute, super easy sign. So I got this base from the Dollar Tree. What's perfect about this is it already has a frame on it. So I took one of the sanding sponges and just kind of sanded this down because it was a little bit raised with some glitter on there. So I made sure that was all sanded down, and then I taped off the frame that was already on there, and then painted this white with just Waverly White chalk paint. And you can see I've got my decal that I already weeded out from my Cricut that says "Cultivate Kindness." I really love this phrase. It speaks to my heart. I believe that you can get a long way with kindness, and I think we need a lot more of it. So if we can all cultivate that kindness in our lives, it can really mean a lot. So I love this, and so easy and so simple and just a great piece to have. I'm hanging this in my craft room just as a reminder for me to see every day when I'm walking in and out of my room. This next piece I actually found at a garage sale for $1, and it's one of those scrolls. It was originally for like kids art paper or whatever. I think it was actually originally from the Target dollar spot. And so it probably was like $5 originally. It's pretty well made, but just as like a nice wall decor, I'm going to be painting this black. I'm just using the Apple Barrel black acrylic paint, and then the little yellow bar that's there, I'll go over that with a different color, just to add some contrast. And honestly, when it's hanging, you can't see it super well anyway, but I just wanted to add a little bit of depth there so that you could see that was a different piece. So I made sure that I just had really good coverage, and I like the way this turned out. I've been wanting to do one of these, and I was so happy when I found this at a yard sale for super inexpensive. So you could also use the Dollar Tree craft paper and cut the roll down to fit inside of there if you don't have the paper to go along with something like this. So again, I just use my Cricut to cut out some words, keep life simple. I know that this is something I need to live by, because we can get in our heads so much about what's going on in our daily lives and the things that we have to do. And sometimes it's not that hard. Sometimes it's not that difficult. Sometimes we just have to wake up in the morning and breathe. Next up, I love this. It's so cute. So I've just got actually an old candle, some of these craft sticks, and then this Minwax Dark Walnut, which is my favorite. I'm going to stain a whole bunch of these craft sticks, which I got at Walmart, I think for like $2 or $3. I love these because of the size of them, and they're already cut across straight versus using like popsicle sticks and having to cut the rounded edges off of them. And then the popsicle sticks are a little bit wider, and I just didn't like that look for the size of glass that I was using. So I just took a rag. Well, I started with a baby wipe and realized that was not going to work out very well. So I switched to a rag very quickly, and just stained a whole bunch of these sticks for myself. And I'm going to be cutting them down as well with my miter scissors, which, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. I love these. So I cut them down so that there's a little bit showing over the edge of the glass, and then I keep 8 sticks the original length. So you can see I've got small and then the 8 sticks that are larger, because those are going to act as the legs to this piece. So so many people have done similar things to this, and this is just my take on it. I wanted to do one because honestly, I think they're so just high end looking, so pretty. You just put a little bit of greenery in there and it just makes a statement all on its own. It's so simple, so easy. So I started off with one of the short sticks and put it on the length that I want it to be. So you can see I made it a little bit taller than the glass that I'm using. And then I added the longer leg pieces on. And then I just went accordingly on where I was putting the leg pieces. There was a little bit of too small of an area to put my last stick. So I just kind of piled it on top of the other two, and you cannot even tell. So I did that versus like trying to cut it down. So here are the sandals on. Don't judge my manicure. here's the piece all by itself. And I just think it's so cute. It just, like I said, it's a statement all on its own. And I think it looks so cute. And I just love it. I had to do it. I've seen some other people do it. And I've seen it in like West Elm, similar pieces. And then here are our citronella candles. Again, these turned out smelling so amazing. And all of these were so simple and easy, you guys. Like, I love doing things like this that people are like, oh, wow, you made that. And I can say, yeah, you can make it too. It's so simple. And yet you get a great product. Here's our sign up on the wall. This is right by my door, inside my craft room, so I can see it when I'm, leaving. And oh, thank you guys so much for watching and being here today. Happy crafting.